I've recently begun... The fuck was that? I've recently been working on my hobbies. I've been going on a lot more hikes and walks, just trying to do some nature stuff. I recently renewed my library card. And now with some help from my friends at Seek North, I'm going to try to make my own kombucha. I'm going to pick some stuff up right now. They really are the best. I love them so much. It was so nice of them to help me out. My stuff should be here. I could go to Hannaford and buy some organic black tea. I got all excited about this project and ordered a box of 100 green teas. And then I read, my Seek North buddy sent me this long thing explaining all the kombucha, everything. And black tea is recommended, at least for like half of it. Like you can mix teas or whatever. And yeah, but I don't have any black tea. So I gotta go to Hannaford. The only issue is I just got off of work. It's not an issue, it's whatever. I got water all over my crotchal region and it looks like I pissed all over myself. So I'm gonna wear my apron into Hannaford to cover the pee. It's not pee, it's water, but it looks like... Really wearing an apron? I feel like a fucking lame-ass Leatherface. First things first, I need to aggressively wash the shit out of everything. The kettle that the filtered water is going in will be washed. This sweet little thing that I just got, I'm gonna wash the fuck out of this thing. You wanna know how seriously I'm taking this shit? I'm getting a new sponge. I'm getting a new sponge to wash this stuff. So no, you know, I don't even want this beautiful jar to touch my funky butt laughing dish drainer, so I'm putting paper towel down. So apparently my jar cracked as soon as I poured the boiling water in there. I heard a noise, but I didn't know that's what it was. I just looked. It doesn't seem to be leaking though. It's like a little... How do you fucking mix the water? I thought you were supposed to mix the water and the sugar and the tea and the fucking thing. It's fine. We'll figure it out. If this thing fucking leaks overnight, I will freak out. Organic cane sugar, 1 cup. 1 cup for a gallon. I'm doing a gallon batch. I don't want to give away all their secrets. I don't know if this is just a standard kombucha recipe or how Seek North does it specifically. They're very helpful. I keep forgetting to stop recording because I might have a fucking crack in this overpriced mason jar. Fuck. Stir it with a wooden spoon. That's crucial. Did I spill sugar on the floor? What the fuck? Yeah, you get the idea. I'm stirring it. I'm gonna do more black than green. Tea bags are in there. I'm gonna let it sit for a while. I got this for reading. It'll also probably come in handy tonight when I hear fucking tea juice pouring off my counter in the middle of the night. All right, so now I let it steep for 20 minutes. And I'm gonna take the tea out. And I don't know, I'm gonna let it sit until tomorrow when I get home from work, because it has to be room temperature, so yeah, I'll give it some time. I really can't tell if this thing is leaking or if it's the steam, like that stuff, but that's on the inside, so why? It's wet here, but that's not where the crack is. The crack is under it, but that's sort of a tea-ish color, isn't it? What the fuck? If this fucking mother... I just want to have healthy kombucha and relax and... Simple test, it's not rocket science. I just lined it up so that the paper is equal to where it is, and I'll check it in an hour and see if it's any lower. Did you ever use the Google and it's something you think you know, but you need the validation of some stupid search engine to be like, oh yeah, because I Googled pouring hot water into a glass, and it was like, what are you, fucking dumb? Don't do that. And I was like, wait, I feel like I knew that. Like, you can't pour boiling water into a cold glass, and that's why it cracked. It's called the thermal reaction, or thermal, I don't know. Having said that, I just came over to check on it. It's still even. Also, there's a little bit of juice. Ah, shit. Well, it's not a lot. We'll see what happens. So it seemed a little bit lower when I looked at it, and I looked at the paper towel. I was like, well, there's a tiny bit, and it's certainly tea colored. But why is it there and not under where the tiny crack that I noticed is? And I realized it's because there's a gigantic crack. This stupid fucking bottle. Just got off work, I'm going to get another jar. Got it, mother sucker. I should have looked at the reviews before buying it. I looked at them now after it's sitting here next to me, and there's a lot of 1-star reviews saying it leaks. I'm off to a pretty bad start with this kombucha thing. I let it cool a bit before dumping it in, and no leaks yet. I'm not being pessimistic, I'm being realistic. This was quite the, we'll see what happens. I just woke up. It's kind of early. Well, it's not that early. I mean, people do this every day. It's time to put the starter and the SCOBY in. This is squishy. I'm gonna take it to bed with me. No, perverts, not for that reason. I just want to snuggle it. Okay, now I'm gonna fuck this SCOBY. Ooh. And now we wait. Scott Ricky's always coming through with the help. I didn't know you could just take an Amazon package and drop it off at the UPS store and be like, I don't want this shit. I mean, that's not what happened. It cracked and he went on and he's like, it fucked up. And yeah, so hopefully I get my money back in a little bit. All right, bye. Got some bubbles going. Tomorrow I get to taste test it. It's been 6 days. Monday will be a week. Okay, this is the big moment. Granted, a week is the minimum. It's been 1 week, so it might not be great, but I want to try it. And yeah. It actually looks like kombucha. I mean, I guess it is. I've never made it before, but it's crazy. It's got like some floaty stuff in there, which you get a strainer for, but I don't have a plastic strainer. There's some bubbliness. I'm scared. I fucking made kombucha. It's sweet, so, which I read about. I learned all this stuff. It's because, you know, it breaks down the sugar, so if you do it within the first week, it's still gonna have more sweetness. If you let it sit longer, it absorbs and eats more of the sugar, so it gets less sweet. I fucking made kombucha. I'm gonna have a little more. Just did the nozzle, opened it, like the whole thing just twisted and concerned it's gonna leak now. I don't really have much in the ways of fun flavoring. I have some turmeric powder. So that's the next step. You can put it in a... What am I doing? You put it in a bottle and let it sit a little longer, and it gets all bubbly and carbonated-y. More carbonated? Carbonated-y is not a word. But yeah, I'll put some turmeric powder in here with some more of the kombucha. I think maybe I'll talk to Steven and turn up the beat and get some juice and make a couple other ones. This video's not over yet. We're gonna bottle some now and then see what happens. Realistically, I don't know how great this is gonna be, but like, you know, I was saying, I don't have any options on flavor and I don't know, turmeric powder. But I wanted to make one besides just trying the plain stuff I wanted to make. It looks pretty. I'm gonna let this sit for a few days. The fuck? What is that? Is this thing leaking? I know I say it every time. Steve's the best. I went there, told him what I was doing, asked if I could purchase some shots of juices. Blueberries I got, he said they don't juice well, so I can muddle them. Relax. I'm all lamped up because I'm making kombucha. I got some gingers and orange juice. I'm excited. Because I have it set up as a continuous brewing system, I brewed up some more tea and sugarness. Tea and sugar, I brewed some mix up earlier and I'm gonna dump it in there because it's good, it's continuing. It's a good way to do it. I don't think this is the best way to do it. Whoops, nice. So last night I put the flavored kombuchas in the fridge so that I could sample them today. And the one thing I noticed is that the 2 fruit ones had new scobies at the top, which I read could happen. I don't know why it just happened with the fruit ones. I probably read that too, but forgot. But yeah, the ginger cayenne didn't have it. The turmeric didn't have it, but the orange, which I'm gonna try now, it's got a new little SCOBY at the top. I don't know what's gonna happen when I open it. Oh, all right, that wasn't too crazy. I don't want to eat that SCOBY though. It's orange kombucha. I never had orange kombucha. I just invented it. Something I noticed this morning, I'm dyeing my hair again. Something I noticed this morning that I didn't really comment on was there was no carbonation. When you do the second fermentation process and actually put a lid on it and let it sit for a bit, it's supposed to get bubbly and fizzy. But when I had the orange one, it was not fizzy. I'm gonna try the blueberry one now. I have to strain it because there's a lot of like just chunks of blueberry in there. And I also noticed, I said this morning, only the fruit ones had the new SCOBY, but the cayenne ginger one also has a new SCOBY now, but the turmeric does not. Let's strain the blueberry. Hoping for a little carbonation. I don't know what I did wrong or how I can do it right, but maybe I'll leave it a little longer next time. I don't know. I'm not too happy about that. I think in the future, I just have to wait a little bit longer. I got all excited, but if I look now at my just like the regular kombucha, my base, it's getting real crazy now. It's getting all foamy and stuff's growing and stuff. So I think I just got a little overexcited and I want to get it started. You can try it after 1 week, but you can also let it sit up to 4 weeks, but I wanted to get it going. So I think if I would have let it sit, I'm repeating myself. Let's try the blueberry. I don't think this one worked. Well, definitely tastes like blueberry, but it's not, it doesn't have like the kombucha punch, you know? It has like a little bit of it. I'm no fucking, what's the word? People that drink wine and they're like, I don't know what they're called, wine tasters. But yeah, it definitely, there's a tiny bit of kombucha-ness to it. Definitely some blueberry, but Yeah, it tastes good. It just doesn't taste kombucha. I'm gonna put it back in the bottle, let it sit for a while more, and see what happens. Well, let's look inside since I was just talking about how it looks. Let's see what it looks like after 12 days. Yeah, look how much different that looks compared to when I initially started it. There's some shit happening in there. I love it. Some more time has passed in the fridge, so I'm gonna try the turmeric. But let's see. Now, what the F? There should be more carbonation. It's good though. Like I don't. Well, turmeric is not necessarily the tastiest, but it's got the kombucha. Shit. I think because, like I was saying, this thing looks so crazy and bubbly now. I should have waited longer with the initial turmeric kombucha. I actually want to try the regular kombucha. I don't fully understand the continuous system. The majority of the stuff in there, I'm pointing at it like you can see what I'm pointing at. The majority of the stuff in there is 1 week old at this point, but there is still some left from 2 weeks old. So like, I just want to see how it tastes because it's like a mixture of, it's continuous. Yeah, this already has some bubbly. Oh, it's got more of a vinegar. It's delicious. It's too good. It's very sweet still. Definitely kombucha-esque, but yeah, it's got to sit somewhere. So we're making kombucha. This is the last one for my initial batch of the flavors, cayenne ginger. Let's see if it's carbonated. Again, I think it goes back to the whole initial, I think I took it out too soon. I do want to mix up the cayenne and ginger though. Cayenne and ginger sounds scary, but it's healthy. It's kombucha, but it maybe a little too much cayenne, maybe a little too much ginger. I was debating on ending the video here, but I think I'm gonna make one more to let it sit to see if I can actually get some carbonation. That's where the video should end, when I can actually make a perfect kombucha. Perfect for me. Ooh. So I've had another kombucha sitting in the bottle in the fridge trying to get more, whatever. I think I overthought, which I sometimes do, the carbonation, because while this one was sitting in the fridge, I had one from another bottle, not one that I made myself. And it didn't go like, it did like a, that's the amount of carbonation. I was expecting to open one of mine and it'd be like, but no. So if I can just get a out of this one, I ordered some blue spirulina powder. It's a beautiful color. I gotta let it mix up a little. I don't wanna do anything right up front because I do wanna check the carbonation. But flavor-wise, I don't know what to expect. I don't think it's very flavorful. It is a beautiful blue color, but either way, that's fine. That's enough. I was really expecting some like, but none of them sound like crazy. But now let's mix the blue up. This blue, it's such a pretty blue color. You're not technically, I don't think you're supposed to, you don't want to shake kombucha, but you gotta get the insides around, spin right round. Blue spirulina. That's kombucha. Oh, spirulina. Not much flavor with just spirulina. Seek North has one of my favorite kombuchas ever. It's got blue spirulina and like some other delicious stuff in it, and it's my favorite kombucha ever. This is just a kombucha I made with some blue spirulina powder. I'll work on that. And this is where I end the video. Thank you again to Seek North for getting me started on this. This one's not great. And thank you to Turn Up the Beat for providing me with some juice, ginger and orange juice and some blueberries. Thank you both. And I will continue this fun new hobby that I'm very much into now. Bye. Hey, I'm back. I don't want to end the video that way because I was not happy with the flavor of that. I want to end the video on a high note. I think it's still a high note because whatever, I've made kombucha. I have a hobby and I've done something I've wanted to do for years, but I would rather it end with me being like, and I guess I could have pretended, but no. So I'm gonna go to the original batch of just straight up kombucha and have a sip of that, and hopefully it will be delicious. Now, unlike the first time I did this has been sitting longer, and it's a combination of two different starter. I brewed it, and then I used most of it, and then I added a second thing of tea and sugar, the sweetened tea, to make another cycle of it. So this is a different kind of, it smells vinegary. But I mean, not like overwhelmingly. I mean, kombucha smells vinegary. I'm not pretending. It's sweet. It's kombucha. Not too sweet. I've made kombucha. I mean, I already made kombucha, but I officially this is where we end the video. Thank you. Bye.